Someone who has a scientist methodology is really good because they think of ways to methodically test things to figure out what's going on. To give you just a simple example, one of your ballot machines is set as misbehaving, right? It's the one that has more of the issues in it based on the numbers that come through. But it also has the most ballots went through it. So the question is, was that a malicious configuration on that one machine? Or did you exceed the amount it was expected in that machine and there's some type of overrun or underrun that caused problems in it? Well, if you have a scientist as part of your team, they think about that and they say, well, let's now run all the things from machine number 1 where it had problems and do the same thing to machine number 2 and see if now that machine has problems. Is there actually a difference in configuration, or is it simply in the methodology? Because as you mentioned, it's old equipment. You know, it's not always that it's something malicious intent, but it could be malicious intent. It's important to be scientific how you go about things. And the third thing that I really would look at, and this is something that Javon has won me over, is taking a look at the paper. Before talking to him, I never knew how much there was in the paper. You know, I didn't realize how much science is in the paper, and specifically, I never knew how much it's established and already an existing practice in law, and there are thousands of papers experts on top of things. They have examined papers specifically and can tell you exactly which printer it came from, where it was manufactured, what trees it was made out of. And it doesn't actually take that expensive technology to take a look at this stuff and go through it well. And that's something that I learned from Javon. And you know, with all the controversy, I'm very objective in how I look at things. So when I first heard Javon's stuff, I didn't necessarily believe him. And I went and validated with paper experts and I validated with other individuals. And there's good science behind what he's doing. And he's done a lot of research in it. So looking at the paper, I think, is an important aspect. If I was only going to choose one thing for your town, I'd say looking at voting machines and doing the testing of it live would be the most important thing. But if we're going to choose 3 experts, I'm definitely throwing the paper person in there.